Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Way Back Movies. I'm James, and today's video is going to be a 4K review. For today's review, we are going to check out Disney Pixar's newest movie, Luca. You can see right here, I got this one off of the Disney Movie Club. So this actually came the other day, just watched it last night. So yeah, going to be going ahead and doing a review on this one. Like I said, this is the one, just kind of the basic slipcover edition that I got off Disney Movie Club. I think if you order this like off Amazon or something, this is the same version that you get. There is a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook edition, which I will show you right up here, that you can get at Best Buy if you want that one. There's also a special Walmart slipcover edition, which will be popping in right there. That one obviously is the one you can get if you go pick it up at Walmart. And not to be outdone, Target has their Disney exclusive right up here, which they usually do. Usually Target comes out with their own little version of the any kind of Disney Pixar type movie. So they have that one. Walmart's kind of the one that's a little bit different. I know every once in a while they do, but not always. So you've got 4 different versions of the movie packaging that you can choose from. Like I said, I got the old Disney Movie Club because I'm a member of the Disney Movie Club. So this is the just the standard edition that comes with the Disney Movie Club. The other ones aren't super different. It's just kind of a variation of it. And then if you're a member of the Disney Movie Club and you order this, you also get a little collectible lithograph, which is that guy right there. I mean, I've gotten a bunch of these and they're just kind of sitting on a shelf somewhere. Maybe one day I'll kind of put them all in like a huge like picture frame and put them in my movie room that one day I will have, but not as of yet. But yeah, so like I said, this is going to be a review of the 4K disc version of it. This is not going to be really a review of the movie or how the movie is. Mainly, it's going to be going over how it looks, how it sounds, and whether or not you might want to pick this one up on 4K. Okay, so let's go over some of the specs on this one before we get into the picture quality. Okay, so like I said, this is it's Disney's newest kind of Pixar movie. I hadn't actually heard of this movie until I saw it was available to be coming out this week. I hadn't heard really anything about it. I don't know if this was one of those ones that was supposed to come out last year or not. So I going in, I hadn't heard too much about it. I decided just to go ahead and pick it up to check it out because I'm trying to kind of expand my Disney movie movie titles in my collection. And I know since it came out in 4K, Disney's not the best on liking to put things on 4K, so I try to grab them whenever I can. But this movie did come out this year. It is a 2021 release. It's rated PG. It has a 1 hour and 35-minute runtime. It's got a 185 by 1 aspect ratio, so you might have some black bars, but they're not going to be too bad. This does have HDR10 for the color grading. It does not have a Dolby Vision, and this does have a Dolby Atmos track on it. Also, this is a native 4K resolution on this one, so it is not upscaled whatsoever. Okay, so getting into the picture quality of this one, I mean, it's a Disney movie, it's a Pixar movie. If you've seen any of them, especially recently, it's got some vibrant colors on there. They definitely, use the whole range, of spectrum of the color palette. You're going to get a lot of bright colors, a lot of pastel colors in most of their movies. This one is no exception. So of course the 4K and the HDR, I should say, on this it looks great, like they usually do. When it first starts out, the movie, if you haven't heard anything about it, it's basically about this kid. He's quote unquote a sea monster. So he looks like I don't know what he's supposed to be, some type of fish. And once he comes out of the water, he actually transforms into like a regular human child, and then vice versa. If he goes back in the water, he goes back to the fish-looking thing. So there's at the beginning, especially especially the beginning. There's a lot of underwater scenes. Those ones are, they got a little bit of color on there. The HDR kind of pops a little bit on that one, but it's a little muted because it's supposed to be underwater. It's kind of murky, darker blues or whatnot. Not a whole lot of bright color on there, although there is some scenes where it does look nice. It's really once he gets out on land and he starts to explore everything on land, and then eventually into the small town. It's like a small Italian town. You get a lot brighter colors on that one, and it looks really good. I mean, the HDR really pops on those colors. Like I said, like any Disney animated or Pixar type movie, usually it is going to look good unless they've just done something totally wrong. The colors are going to look great. Detail's going to look great. Like I said, it's a native 4K, but it's animated. But detail looks great. Colors look great. So it's just a typical Disney 4K movie. I definitely think it's worth picking up the 4K just on that. That fact, you get a lot of bright colors on that one. Looks really well. Now, as far as the sound goes, like I said, it does have a Dolby Atmos track, but to be honest, at least for me listening to it, you wouldn't really know it if nobody had told you at the beginning. There are scenes, especially when it's underwater. You've got that underwater sounds and things like that. You could hear it, but to be honest, it didn't sound that great. I wasn't hearing it like it wasn't very immersive. It wasn't like filling up my room or anything like that. Now, granted, my Atmos is just kind of bare bones Atmos. That's why this is an average James movie review. I've just kind of got average equipment. Maybe if you've dropped 10 grand on your sound system, you're going to hear it a little bit more better, a little bit more, actual surround and atmosphere on that one. But I really didn't catch it. I had to turn the volume up pretty loud on this one, so it wasn't like super cinematic experience, even though it says it does have Atmos. And I don't know if it seems like most of the Disney movies I've seen are kind of like that. I guess these are obviously they're animated, they're geared towards children or younger kids. So maybe they figure, hey, they don't need some amazing Godzilla versus Kong super immersive surround sound experience. Just the basic kind of sound on there. To be honest, if it didn't have Atmos, you probably couldn't tell the difference at all. It just kind of sounded like just a regular, 5.1 channel DTS type of sound. It's nothing spectacular. I would just say it's average. So I wouldn't go into buying this thinking you're going to get some kind of amazing sound, because you're not. It's really, I think on this one and a lot of these Disney movies, if you buy the 4K, it's really for that HDR, really for that color pop and the detail you get into it. So the picture quality is really good. The sound is just meh. It's okay. Nothing to write home about or anything. So overall, I try to buy at least for the animated, the Disney, and I try to get them all in 4K, just for the picture quality alone, because no other movies besides really animated are you going to get these kinds of colors. So definitely worth checking out on 4K. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video.